You wake up one morning, and something just feels off. Not exhaustion, not sickness, but a quiet sense that your manhood is slipping away, the firmness you once counted on gone, the desire you never used to question fading. And no one talks about it. But we will. Because what's stealing your strength in the bedroom isn't just age, it's deeper than that. And the solution? It doesn't come in a little blue pill. It comes in the form of 1 spoon taken every single morning. This simple ritual has changed everything for thousands of men just like you. Veterans, grandfathers, retired CEOs who thought their best days were behind them. But with this 1 spoon, a tested, powerful blend of 3 ancient ingredients, they restored their blood flow, reawakened testosterone, and calmed the silent stress that's been hijacking their bodies for years. And now, it's your turn. Before we dive in, if you care about your health and your future, click subscribe right now. Turn on the bell so you never miss a truth no one else is talking about. And in the comments below, type 1 if you're ready to reclaim your strength. If not, type 0 and tell me how I can serve you better. Because your voice matters, and this journey is just getting started. I want to start this journey with something personal. Years ago, a man walked into my office. He was 67. He sat down, looked me straight in the eye and said, "Doctor, I feel like I'm fading." His energy was low, his confidence in the bedroom gone. He wasn't sick, he wasn't broken, but he felt disconnected from his own body. And quietly, he was afraid it might be too late. But here's what I told him, what I've told thousands of men since. It's not too late, not even close, because your body still remembers. It still knows how to perform. It just needs the right support given the right way every single day. And that's how this daily spoon was born. Not from theory, but from real stories, real men, real frustration, and real comebacks. 1 spoon every morning before your first meal. It may sound simple, and that's the beauty of it. This blend isn't some magic powder or overnight miracle. It's a combination of 3 time-tested ingredients, maca root ginger and ashwagandha. Each one carefully chosen for its ability to support the systems that matter most: blood flow, hormone production, and emotional balance. These are the very systems that control your ability to get and maintain an erection. And when they weaken with age, things stop working. But when you feed them the right way, something begins to shift. You start to feel energy again, desire again. Strength not forced or artificial, but steady and real. What surprises most men is how fast their body begins to respond. Not in a flash, but gradually, naturally. Some start waking up with morning erections again. Others stop dreading intimacy. Some just feel lighter, more grounded, more themselves. But beyond the physical, it's what happens to a man's confidence that's most powerful. Because when you realize your body is still capable, that your best days aren't behind you, that you can still feel like a man, not because of a pill, but because of something you did for yourself, that's the real win. And it all starts with understanding the ingredients. Let's begin with the first key ingredient, maca root. Because if you want to reawaken your drive and feel that inner spark again, this is where it starts. I remember a patient, 72 years old, recently widowed. He had just started dating again after years of being alone. He came into my office, sat down and said, "Doc, I care about her. I want to be close to her, but my body just won't cooperate." There was no anger in his voice, just a quiet sadness. A man who still wanted connection, but felt like he couldn't show up the way he used to. And what he needed wasn't a pill. It was permission to believe that his body still had more to give. That's what maca root offers. This powerful root grows high in the Peruvian Andes and has been used for centuries as a symbol of strength, vitality, and masculine energy. But today, we understand why. Because maca naturally supports your body's own production of testosterone. No synthetic hormones, no artificial stimulation, just a gentle nudge to help your system remember how it used to function. As we age, testosterone doesn't vanish overnight. It slips away little by little. And along with it goes energy, motivation, mood, and desire. But maca steps in quietly. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And your body begins to respond. What many men notice first isn't physical, it's emotional. A clearer mind, a more confident presence, a feeling of being grounded again, like they're standing taller without even realizing it. Then comes the shift in connection. They feel desire again, not forced or awkward, but natural, curious, alive. And their partners notice too, not just in the bedroom, but in how they listen, how they laugh, how they carry themselves. This is the kind of transformation that doesn't just boost testosterone, it revives identity. And it all begins with a simple scoop of maca in your morning spoon. A message to your body that says it's time to wake up. But while testosterone is essential, it's not the full picture. Because for desire to become performance, blood has to flow. And there's one ingredient that's been trusted for centuries to restore that flow. Now let's talk about the second powerhouse ingredient, ginger powder. Because when it comes to restoring firm, lasting erections, blood flow is everything. Years ago, I met a man named Robert. He was 68, a retired firefighter, tough as nails on the outside. But when he walked into my office, his shoulders were heavy. He looked at me and said, "Doc, I want to be with my wife the way I used to. But down there, nothing's happening." It wasn't shame I heard, it was frustration. The kind that comes when the mind says yes, but the body stays silent. And I told him what I've told so many others. Sometimes it's not your desire that's gone. It's your circulation that's been quietly breaking down. Because that's what an erection really is, a matter of blood flow. If blood can't reach the penis fully and stay there, nothing else matters. And over time, your blood vessels can become inflamed, stiff, and narrow. That's where ginger comes in. Not just a cooking spice, ginger is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory that works deep inside your vascular system. It clears out what's been building up for years. And in doing so, it opens the pathway for smooth, strong circulation. When blood flows better, erections come back. Not from force, but from function. Robert came back to see me 3 weeks later. This time he had a quiet grin on his face. His words were simple. "It's coming back." That moment right there is why I do what I do. Because when a man starts waking up with morning wood again, when he stops feeling helpless and starts feeling in control, that's not just physical recovery, that's personal power returning. And ginger helps unlock it. Not by pushing or tricking your body, but by clearing the path. You're not forcing an outcome. You're restoring what was always meant to be. But as powerful as blood flow and testosterone are, there's still one more barrier that quietly sabotages male performance, and it's one we almost never talk about. There's one more piece to this puzzle, one that often gets overlooked. It's not testosterone. It's not circulation. It's stress. Not the kind you shout about. Not the loud, dramatic kind. I'm talking about the quiet kind, the kind that builds up over years, that sits deep in your chest, and slowly, silently, drains the life out of you. That's why the final ingredient in this blend is ashwagandha. It's not flashy. It doesn't deliver a jolt. But what it does do is restore balance. The kind your nervous system has been craving for decades. I remember a man named Howard, 74, sharp as a tack. But his face was tight, his voice tired. He told me he hadn't truly relaxed in years. He couldn't sleep. He didn't feel desire. And more than anything, he didn't feel like himself. His testosterone was low, his erections were gone. But deeper than that, his body had forgotten how to rest. That's when I introduced him to ashwagandha. It's an ancient adaptogenic root used for thousands of years to calm the body, ease anxiety, and regulate hormones. What makes it different is how quietly it works. It doesn't hype you up. It brings you down to a steady, safe rhythm. Ashwagandha lowers cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. And when cortisol is high, it suppresses testosterone, wrecks your sleep, and shuts down your desire. 2 weeks into using the blend, Howard came back. He looked different. His eyes were softer. He said, "Doc, I didn't realize how tense I'd been. I feel lighter. I can breathe again." And slowly his desire returned. His erections followed, not forced, not drug-induced, but from balance, from rest, from a body that finally felt safe again. That's the magic of ashwagandha. It doesn't fight your body, it reminds it how to function. Because when stress is no longer running the show, your natural masculinity rises to the surface, fully, calmly, and confidently. Now that you know what these 3 ingredients can do together, let's talk about how to make this a simple daily habit. Now that you understand what each ingredient does, how maca boosts your testosterone, how ginger restores blood flow, and how ashwagandha calms your stress, let's bring it all together. Because this isn't just a list of powders. It's a daily ritual, a simple moment of care that tells your body, I'm still here. I still matter. You don't need a complicated routine. You don't need to set aside hours in your day. Just one small act, first thing in the morning, can change everything. Here's how to make it. Start with a clean glass or ceramic bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of maca powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger powder, and 1 tablespoon of ashwagandha powder. That's it. 3 ingredients, equal parts, no fillers, no gimmicks. Mix them gently until you have a uniform blend. Then store it in an airtight glass jar, preferably in the refrigerator. This keeps everything fresh and potent. Each morning before your first full meal, take 1 heaping tablespoon of the mix. You can stir it into warm water, blend it into unsweetened almond milk, or mix it with lemon water to improve absorption. Some men even add it to plain yogurt. Whatever works for you. The taste isn't what matters. The consistency does. Because when you commit to this each morning, before the noise of the day, before you pour your first cup of coffee, you're giving your body the tools it's been asking for. This moment is for you. Not for work, not for anyone else, just for you. And here's the truth. It's not what you do once that changes your life. It's what you do daily. This spoonful doesn't just stir your ingredients, it stirs your biology, your hormones, your blood flow, your sense of self. It's quiet, it's powerful, and it's yours. One of the first questions I get from men is this: how long until I feel something? And I always answer with the same truth. Healing isn't a lightning bolt, it's a sunrise. You may not notice the exact moment it starts. But slowly, day by day, everything begins to brighten. In the first week, don't expect a sexual surge. Instead, most men feel something quieter. Sleep becomes just a little deeper. Mornings feel lighter, that heavy fog behind the eyes, or that pressure in the chest. It starts to lift. Your nervous system begins to breathe again. By the second week, you might notice more physical shifts. Your joints may feel looser. Climbing stairs becomes easier. You find yourself moving without the same effort. But something else may return, too. Desire, not loud or forced, but real. A glance from your partner makes you feel something again. A warmth, a quiet yes. And in that moment, your body may surprise you. You feel firmer, more responsive, more present. By week 3 or 4, the changes tend to become undeniable. You might start waking up with morning erections again. You feel more grounded, more in control. And not because you forced anything, but because you gave your body permission to heal. That's what makes this so different from a pill. It's not a quick fix, it's a rebuilding from the inside out. And here's what matters most. This isn't the finish line, this is the beginning. Because once your body starts responding, once that power comes back, the real question becomes, how do you protect it? How do you hold on to this momentum? If you've made it this far, I want to say something simple but important. Thank you. Not just for listening, but for caring enough about your own health to stay present, to stay curious, and to believe that your story isn't finished yet. Because this is more than just a routine, more than a recipe. It's a choice to stop settling, a choice to stop saying, I guess this is just part of getting older, a choice to give your body what it's been quietly asking for. You see, reclaiming your strength after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the life you've lived and choosing day by day to keep showing up for yourself. This daily spoon isn't magic. It's support. It's structure. It's a small but powerful act that tells your body you're still capable. I still trust you. We've talked about 3 ingredients: maca to awaken your testosterone, ginger to restore blood flow, and ashwagandha to quiet the storm of stress that's held you back. 3 simple roots, 1 daily habit, and 1,000 small ways your body begins to respond. Maybe it starts with a better night's sleep. Maybe it's the moment you notice you're walking farther without gasping. Maybe it's when you catch your reflection and see a man standing taller than he has in years. That moment matters because it's a sign, a signal that something inside you has shifted. This isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about realizing you were never broken, just waiting for the right rhythm, the right tools, and the permission to begin again. So keep going. 1 spoon, each morning, with care, with purpose, and with pride. And if this message spoke to something deep inside you, please share it. Someone else may be out there feeling just as lost as you once did, and your courage might be the light they need. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell. And if this journey opened your eyes, drop a comment below. You are not out of time. You are right on time. And this next chapter, it's yours to write. If this message touched something inside you, if it reminded you that your body still has power, that your strength isn't gone just waiting, then don't let this be the end. Let it be the beginning. Start with that 1 spoon every morning. Stick with it. Trust the rhythm, and watch what unfolds. And if you felt seen, heard, or encouraged today, take a moment to leave a comment below, even just a single word, because your voice matters more than you know. There's another man out there who might be quietly struggling, and your words might be the reason he finds hope again. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, turn on the bell so you never miss a video made just for you. Here we don't sell miracles. We offer truth. We offer tools. And we build something most men lose over time. A space where strength, vulnerability, and healing all belong. So stay connected, because you're not alone. You're just getting started. And the best is still ahead.